I never want Steve from Gloucester in the studio again.
No. Wow.
Ever. Are you surprised at that, Justin?
Not surprised at all.
Just an absolute piece of shit. Like, wow. I don't even know how else to put it.
Awesome.
Huh?
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Gus. You're right.
Do
Gus.
all the drops.
It's almost like Gus is like it's like a ventriloquist bit with these two. Like you should be on Mike's lap. They're in the show.
Get over here, buddy.
A piece of shit. That's probably strong, but like I don't feel like going on this Steve from Gloucester fake ride. I just don't. Like he wanted his attention. He got it. Now go away. Stay away. It's ridiculous. The Cinema Lords guy's not doing anything. There's no reason for a lie. And then he goes on. I'll just walk you through it. So Steve from Gloucester's not doing this show anymore. Who cares? Nobody's watching it. Nobody cared. So he's not doing that anymore. And he's like reaching out to all of us and being like, this Cinema Lords guy is really a psychopath. I mean, I got messages. I'm sure you got the same messages, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then he goes on with he won't go on our show to talk about it, but instead he goes on with the Shaddocks to talk about it. Right. Which I don't blame them. Whatever, the Shaddocks want to have him on. But Steve decided to go on there and said, this show is really crazy. And then he goes on there and is like, no, Cinema Lord's a great guy. I got no problem with him. I don't even understand. And then he's like, I can't come in here anymore because my lawyers are telling me not to. And this show's bad for us. And I'm like, just fucking. Then he messaged me 20 times. The last message was, I can come in if you want.
Well, didn't he say?
What the fuck?
Yeah, a couple days ago. He's like, you want me to come in? I can come in. Yeah. I mean, I'll show it. Yeah. I'm like.
When was this?
I'll tell you right now.
Oh, my God.
Mike got a strange message from him, too.
I didn't realize this was happening a couple days ago until I got a message that said, like, said, thank you for always being nice to me. I just got the feeling that Cinema Lords guy was Glenn Close, and I didn't want to be Michael Douglas or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
And I didn't know how to respond.
Yeah, I will come in. This was 2 days ago. I will come in with Cinema Lords. So I'm like, I don't. I said to him, I was like, I think I said on the show the other day, maybe I didn't. When he messaged me all these things, I said, Steve, if you feel uncomfortable coming in here, don't come in here. I don't mean that. I'm not holding it over your head like I think you're a pussy. None of that. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Like Mick right now thinks doing the right thing. If you don't want to come in, don't. Mike did it a couple of years ago.
Sure.
Like I've done it. If you don't want to do it, don't. Nobody cares. Like the believe me, the river will keep flowing one way or another. So like stop. But instead, it's like, oh, this guy's crazy. He's you have no idea. It's like no, he's not. Like he's just some. Unless I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, we'll deal with it. But I doubt very much. But at the same time, he goes on with the Shaddocks like, oh, he's a great guy. So it's like,
yeah. Did I miss why the attorneys are involved? Did Cinema Lords even like on Twitter, like jokingly or anything?
He said it was a whatchamacallit account, burner
alleged.
Yeah,
so
right.
The threat was. Someone said they wanted him at the bottom of the ocean with the Andrea Gale.
Oh right, yes, just like in the Perfect Storm.
Yes,
I gotta say though, I don't know if you can make all these mafia references and then be like, someone wants me to sleep with the fishes.
But it's also like, look, like this guy came in here with a 3-page letter and like talked all kinds of shit. Wanted this guy fired, like wanted Gus gone. Gus sucks. Gus this. Gus that. And then when anybody barks back at him, he's the biggest pussy on earth.
Yeah, it's tough.
You could fit the Andrea Gale in that pussy. He's a pussy. Like, he's just a pussy. And, like, if it's not for you, don't do it. Like, it's not for everyone. I don't even mean that in a bad way. He's a nice enough guy, but he's a pussy. So listen to the show. Like, you don't get to... Nobody except for me gets to say who's with who. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Steve from Gloucester doesn't get co-host fucking rights in his contract. He just doesn't. Like, it doesn't work that way. I put people with who I want to put them with. I want them in there with Cinema Lords because it seems like they hate each other. Once he said no to that, I said, "You're done. You don't get, you don't get co-host apple. It doesn't work that way.
It's the only reason to have them both in. Like,
you're correct.
You would want them both in together.
Right, of course. Yeah, I don't even get. If you know, Steve hasn't been in here much. Like I've kind of cooled on him. I don't find it particularly interesting anymore. So it's like, good. Now he's tweeting like song lyrics. I'm like, and now it's just bits. Like he tweets a goodbye, and then everybody tweets, and then he tweets like it's just like you made your choice. Don't. And one of the messages he sent me was like, "Oh, I know Cinema Lords gonna come in here, and you guys are gonna attack me. There's nothing I can do about it." And I'm like, "Don't do that either. Like, don't turn it into like Kirk's ganging up on me. Kirk's being mean. You have every opportunity to come in here, and you're a fucking pussy. That's it. You're a pussy. And you send me letters, these long letters. You're psycho. You're a fucking pussy. That's all. And, again, no hard feelings."
On the Sheddick show, I noticed he kept saying "what a nice guy" is, which is kind of an odd move.
Steve, yeah, kept
I feel,
saying,
like
right.
I feel like you let other people say
Right,
what
right. And again, like he came in there with an agenda to get Gus fired.
Right.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
right. That's not the nicest move in the world.
How nice is that?
No, he didn't want to get me fired, but then he wanted to get me fired.
Right,
But
yeah.
he didn't want it.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
The most inconsistent person who's ever been in the studio.
Even his retirement was inconsistent.
Well, so he came out, he goes, TCP statement. It's been fun, but I'm canceling the Consistency podcast. Thank you to those who took the time to listen. I will remain on Twitter, but will not respond to anything KMS related.
How long did that last?
About 3 hours. And then he was just respond. People are saying, hey, come back. And he's like, no, I can't. They don't want me in, blah, blah, blah. And then he retired again. And then he went on the Shattuck show to explain why he retired and he's not going to be a part of the world.
It's a lot to follow.
I guess
And then he retired again.
This is what happens now. It's my fault 'cause he's crazy. You bring somebody crazy in. But like he thinks it's about him. And it's not. And what he doesn't realize is nobody will care 2 weeks from now that he ever existed in this world. Nobody. If I stop talking about him, he goes away. Like that. All right. Well, bust a fat rap. Let's hear it.
All right, let's
Give him a beat, Gus.
Gus, go ahead.
hang on a sec. Hang on. All right.
Yeah, I like that.
My boy Mutt refuses to get a job from his father. Money he robs. He liked them horses, but they got shot. Dave Portnoy won't buy his stock. He won't forget Kirk at the Super Bowl. And with a few drinks, those wheels roll. $20.
That's not a bad line, Mike.
$20.
I like it better out of him than Drake.
That's a decent line right there. Go ahead.
$20 this man stole. Always name dropping that idiot Cole. 6.5 hours just to see the eclipse. What father wants a son end up like this?
Not great.
You now realize reading it that it's 2 words.
Every show this man had has been a miss. Them horses full of holes, call it Swiss.
That's not bad, Mike. Go ahead.
Sure.
So then the rest is more, Drake does this thing where he like just kind of talks. So I was doing some talking over
go
it.
ahead.
Like, Mutt, I did a Canadian accent. Mutt, take some advice from Coleman. We don't want to see
Yeah.
you belly up. Well, I guess that's more Jamaican.
Why
We all know Drake. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Why the accent? Because Drake's Canadian?
Drake's Canadian. Yeah,
Okay.
he has a little bit of that.
Why are you so copping the Drake thing?
I'm really
timely.
not.
Why? Because he's famous?
No, because I was interested in this ongoing rap beef. So
With who and who?
It's Drake and Kendrick Lamar, but also Drake
Who
versus
is that?
Kendrick Lamar.
He's a
Is that the guy who played for the Celtics who's on ESPN?
No,
no,
that's Kendrick Perkins.
Didn't Charles
Big
Barkley
Knicks guy.
punch him in the face the other day or something?
No, no, no.
I'm trying to keep up here. Kendrick Lamar is, I know that is, yes.
We also have another call.
All right, go ahead. Hello. Hello.
Hey, it's Ben Mintz. You guys are rapping, and now my time to call in.
You're in the basement now, Ben?
Try the deal. Catch you tomorrow.
Ben found a better room.
One of his best time calls.
Here you go. Last night, Roan, like you,
Yes.
Coleman.
Except he did it himself.
Went in studio.
Oh yeah.
A diss
the
track
lab.
against Kevin Clancy. Yeah.
And watch the battle rapper reporting for duty. What's up, chicken heads? I got some feathers to be plucking. A 3-piece here for KFC, and soon they'll kick the bucket. No palace in Chicago and no crib up in Nantucket. So I don't see why KFC is doing all this clucking. You got lap, but still you think you're Mario Andretti. You won't win the race just cause your pace is slow and steady. I'm not a battle rapper and this isn't my spaghetti. Free falling on the charts, now I'm really sounding petty. Stuck your neck out when you wish that you had been still. Doughy ass body, boy, you look like you got bread pilled. Always number 2, so I had to leave him lead filled. Cut him out so bad it might remind him of that pen deal. Shit on the end like some fresh milk. You don't exercise, but your career is on that treadmill. Don't get shit confused, yeah, don't get it misconstrued. Frank the Tank is now bigger and skinnier than you. Days more bright than you. Your guest jumped to PMT. Is that surprising you? Check their bank accounts like you could compare. I don't know what's more diluted, Kevin, you or your shares. The trajectory of boomerang takes. Quit the combine, couldn't make it through the rat race. Yeah, dude's in last place with his stupid ass face. Should be on radio with your boomer ass takes. The GM of comedy is actually a clown. Just like GM almost got the factory shut down. Nothing corny as some bloggers traded words in the booth. But even KFC knows that part has a kernel of truth. But have another meltdown and tell us you were kidding. Rewrite the history to spin it how you're winning. Go get caught up in the hype, screaming all up in the mic. Your show's a hockey game, bro. They only watch it for the fights. Left out your divorce, that's not the ammo that I needed. Cause in reality, it's all the fans that's getting cheated. You stepped to the Man, fuck KFC. You should have left it alone. Talk your shit, bro.
That's very funny.
That's Fat Bev on there, I guess.
That's funny.
To change my pants.
So it's me, Mike, Julie, and Snell hops in the elevator
crew.
with us. Yeah.
God,
The big four, the wrecking crew.
God.
To join in, to follow us here. So there's a point I'm sitting on the bed and he wants to have like a more direct
It's like
conversation.
challengers, really.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
So he kind of makes this move of like to get into the full conversation, like turns on the bed and kind of crawls a bit like with his knees towards me. And it felt like something that you like,
A queer would do.
no, like it's an intimate. It
Coleman
felt like
finally coming out on the show, Mike. Just telling us about himself, really.
that wasn't me.
What
He
the hell you're talking about?
You think because he was on his knees, he's gay?
Because he crawled on the bed.
he like it's the move, the way he did the move. He like
A flamboyant.
Would you be
move.
willing to come in here and show us?
yeah, sure.
All right, good. Come on. Do it to Gus. And
You
blow
might have to
him,
do
by
it on
the
the
way.
floor.
Yeah.
Put on a Bruins thing as well. All right, so your this weight loss thing, by the way, is really all right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So to get into the conversation
Yeah.
more, you kind of like
Jesus.
crawled in to face me like this. Like it was like a
Justin, you understand what he's fucking talking about?
it's hard to explain.
No,
It's
he's
a
just-
move.
Go back to your booth. Get out of here.
The beds were not that big.
No.
I'm sure they were queen
Coleman's
size.
basically just gay. He's just like is afraid to like you
So
know.
because he crawled over the bed.
Yes.
What was he supposed to do?
I just like stay seated and
I
like,
understand. I don't even understand
turn
what you're
towards us.
talking about. Do you, Gus?
No.
What are you saying?
So like instead of just having a conversation one on one,
He got closer to you.
He crawled in like it was a crawl move in to then be like more.
So you think then
one-on-one.
he likes to have sex with men?
potentially
may
it
I-
felt like a move though.
Go ahead. God, you're an idiot. Go ahead.
Coleman, without putting an ounce of thought into it, said that Snell was gay, and then had to create reasons.
Yeah, it feels like he's chasing you.
I also have a source in the underground world who also agrees.
Who's that?
That's not a thing.
The underground
You can't say
world.
you have a source that
Wait.
agrees with you.
I have a
Also,
source
the
that agrees.
underground
Gay
world would
world or the
that would be
Minifan world?
closeted.
Both.
Who?
My boy PRC.
He's gay?
I think he's bi. He's said that before on like a show.
Oh, good for him.
But he claims
It's not
Snell.
underground if you went on a show and said it.
He's
It's not underground anymore, anyway.
he's from like Kentucky.
He's probably married, by the way.
But
Go ahead.
he claims that he would agree with Snell, and then also his other person is Montante.
Oh, sure, that I believe. Yeah, Montante's gay. No question. Sure. Yep. Absolutely.
Montante is straight as an arrow, but would fuck anything. Probably.
That's true.
You could get him to fuck a man, but that's just
Montante,
raw.
Montante definitely masturbated to that with the AI image.
Oh yeah.
No question. No question that turned him on.
You just imagine sitting next to Whitney defending him against
Oh,
cancel
a
culture.
pretzel. So that's your theory on Snell being gay?
Yeah, it's a feeling. It's a feeling more than an actual like thing.
Who
but it-
has?
You're right
I think,
about-
I
you're
think
right
it's a
about
feeling
that.
you've been dealing with for a long time.
You are right about that.
Now, who normally has gaydar?
gay people. But I'm just saying. It
Cole, are you
felt like-
willing to suggest there's maybe a chance you may have some gay tendencies?
I definitely do not. But well, I guess
All right, here we finally.
no. Look, I'm just comfortable in my sexuality.
Sure. There's no shame. If you're gay, you're gay. I don't care.
Just I'm very comfortable being straight.
It's not very good at it.
That's a different conversation.
So to get there. Huh. Did you, when you walk around Minnesota, did you get the sense that the Coleman was upset? Like,
Had
did
the
you
dust settled?
Did you see any of the history still? Did you remember those parents?
It was someone stopped me and was like, "Do you know Jack Coleman?
Mm-hmm.
Great guy. Just shouldn't be in your life."
That's what I love.
fucked up.
I love that Coleman was like, the parents
loved
loved
me.
me.
Loved me.
But they told her she wasn't allowed to date me anymore.
I'm so great that they can't.
We don't think you deserve her.
Right. I think it's more if he broke up with her, she'd be so devastated after a couple of years not to have her.
This guy could do so much better than you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, look at him. Look at his ability to sense gay. A guy walked across a room.
It's very funny that you
Crawl.
took your anger out on the state of Minnesota rather than those parents.
It's a bad time. One time there.
Mike was in the room, right?
Yes.
But because of your blindness, you couldn't sense the gayness.
I did not feel the sexual tension
Right.
here.
Yeah. Okay.
He's asking for a stick.
He was
true.
asking for my
It's
stick,
true.
Yes.
Yeah, that's. Do you feel? Were you in the room, Justin?
I was not.
Oh, where were you?
I went back to my room.
Decompressing.
Okay. Do you buy this story?
No.
Okay.
It's something that happened. It was probably an awkward move.
You're right. That
A bunch of
exa-
people in the room, and drinks going around. He probably just went on the. It was probably funny to see, but I wouldn't call it gay.
Yeah.
I gotta find drafts here. We started over. I
Sorry.
want to do it live. I don't want to do it.
I understand. I respect that.
Hey, I would have been on time.
Shut the fuck up.
That is such an annoying comment.
It's true though. I mean, it's not wrong.
Go, Coleman. It's your birthday. You wish you was Big Steve in the worst way. Gus is better than you on his worst day. Poor Jack Bella left you so thirsty. Find him on his knees, begging Kelly Keegs and that lady contact him. He want to be on their team. He's into Hufflepuff. He ain't into Ravenclaw. Every one of his show stories is a tweet he just saw. Boom.
That's it.
I thought it was faster.
It's really bad.
Listen, you are.
I tried. What's
I
wrong?
liked it.
You actually liked it? That was good.
Yeah. Every story he saw is a tweet he just saw.
Yeah, what was the line?
Every one of his show stories is a tweet that he just saw.
Okay. What was the one about Kelly Keegs and was it about Alex Manusbaum?
He wants to be on their team. Yeah, you can find him on his knees begging Kelly Keegs and that lady contact camp. He just want to be on. He want to be on their team.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
What the fuck?
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
Did not. You just said it was
I like the effort. Great song, by the way. Am I doing this?
Yeah, go for it.
You fat-titted homo. You silver spoon bitch. When Kirk fires your ass in 6 months, you'll be sulking back to brick. Paul Bunt, Wade Boggs, Louise hitting... What's Louise hitting bombs? What is that?
I thought it was Louis hitting bombs, but Louis
L-O-U-I-S-E. But we all be hitting homers in the bedroom with your mom? Fuck. That's inappropriate.
Favorite line?
Dad, I'll just read it. Daddy has farm money. Mama is a whore. When little Jackie used to jerk off, Mama had her ear on the door.
That's actually not bad.
Listening for climax, listening for fun. Do you need help, little Jackie? In girl's voice are the notes. Mama can make you come. Oh boy. This is not my. This is the Yukon guy. This is the dead guy.
It's not
That guy
me
wrote
either.
this.
It's not me either. Dead guy.
Oh, see, Mutt's a pussy.
I'm agreeing. I would say
Things getting worse when on Coleman vacation. Slut mom downs a drink. Now we talking masturbation. This is ridiculous. Finger in her asshole. Finger in her butt. The next dick in Mama Coleman gonna be from Mutt.
Let's go.
Now the notes are just talk this part from this guy.
They walked him through it.
Cause your mom's a whore and your dad is gay. Lots of Y's. Just like you DMV going bitch.
No, please don't. I'm asking you not to read the next part.
Sure, no problem. That's a start, it says.
God.
I won't say a thing about being ghost-ridden. I'm the original sex doll caller and have not and will never not be back on this show. Just a husky helping a fellow back-to-back champion. There you go.
I'm sorry, Colin.
Yes, I
feel
was
bad
being a
for him.
slut.
I think he's okay with that being out there.
I don't think Maria. I speak for. I don't believe Maria Coleman is that kind of person. I don't believe that. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know.
See, Coleman can take a punch. I'll say that about Coleman.
Yeah. And I'd
know?
read those lyrics myself, unlike you, Mutt.
I agree with Coleman there.
I'll take the L on that.
I read them.
I'll take the L. I'll take the L.
What's your
It's a
hesitancy
little
writing
graphic
those?
for me. A little graphic to read those out loud.
Why? That's not real.
I just felt they were graphic. I'm sorry.
Was your mom on a cruise having sex with you, Coleman?
No.
Okay, I don't think anybody believes that. The woman's loose sexually. So what?
She taught him things.
Grandmother's banging priests. True or false?
True. She's away right now.
That's what I'm saying.
She's in Greece.
See, that's a good Coleman quality right there.
What is?
He can laugh about stuff like that.
When? Since when?
He just did.
He's the one who offered it up.
1 second.
Who, Coleman?
The sexual mom stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But he's playing along with it.
He did a weird thing, my actual brother. Let me ask you, since you have brothers. This
I
is
have a
weird.
brother, yeah.
So you know where I live, how close it is to Drum Hill. My brother was at a restaurant with my godson and a couple of his friends. They went to watch the high school championship game at
Your
UMass
brother's
Lowell.
your brother's son.
It was my godson.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was at a restaurant in
He's
Drumhill.
like Harry's age too, right? Kind of the same age.
2 year. Actually, no. It's just he'll turn 13. So 1 year old.
Your brother, who we saw in Plymouth, yeah.
Yes, who's a huge fan of yours.
Well, yeah,
obsessed with the show.
Big fan of his. I like him.
Will talk to me. Will call me just to talk about the show and not talk about anything else. Just
Right.
like everything.
What's he going to talk to you about? Your job?
He texted me and said, I'm at this place
In where?
in Drumhill. It's a place called
restaurant.
Nashville Hot Chicken. It's a Dave's Hot Chicken. I don't know if it's
The chain, right?
Oh, yeah. It's
I don't know if it's a chain
Where
or
is
not,
it?
but it's called Dave's Hot Chicken.
Where's it located?
You know where the Brugger's Bagels was in Drumhill.
Burgers Bagel sucks.
It was next to Boston Chicken, Boston Market.
The Einstein Bagels or the Brugger's Bagels?
Maybe it was Einstein's Bagel, sorry. But that's gone now. It's a Dave's Hot Chicken.
Oh, okay.
Very good hot chicken place.
Heard.
Yeah.
He texted me, so I'm there. I'm like,
And you work there a couple days a week, right?
I do when
good.
I'm not in Mudstack.
You're
yes.
closing, yeah, good.
So he's that close to my
Like
house.
back home?
Less than a half mile from my house.
He doesn't contact you.
He texts me and tells me he's there. I'm like, well,
What's
all
wrong
right,
with that?
swing by, we'll say hello. I don't have time to stop by your house.
Oh, wow.
He was 30 seconds from my house with my godson. My kids love their Uncle Matty.
Great guy, yeah.
I didn't text him back. He said, I don't have time.
What if he's running late?
He's 30 fucking seconds. It's like, it's from like here.
I know where Mott lives. I know where that is. That would be like, not quite if you were at Halfway Cafe, but maybe that Dunkin'
the
Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts down there.
Yeah, but
it's
if the
a
kids,
30-second
the kids
ride.
get together, now you can't separate them. Now you're even more late.
He could swing
That
by.
is-
He
that
could
is-
stop by
but
the
he
car,
also
say
lives,
hello.
He lives in like Fall River, right, or something?
He lives in Mattapoisett.
Okay, yeah, but
just
far away.
far
I'm
away.
saying, yeah.
Like an hour and a half away.
How often do they see each other?
Not to the point where I thought it'd be cool. Like I thought for sure he was texting me
Montana
to
doesn't
say,
have any family.
I'm going to
She doesn't
swing
have
by.
I don't know how to. Yeah.
The only family he has is that Minifan
When
was next
people-
door to
when
him
people
now.
die, yeah.
Right, that's
Well,
his
you know
best
what-
friends, that new Minifan.
When
Was that-
when kids have sports, that's the entire weekend. Okay, that's your entire weekend.
So, but did he tell you he was going to be down there watching the game?
No, he didn't. He texted me while he was there after the games were done.
He texted you while he was at the game.
No, while he was at the restaurant. He'd already gone to the games.
You had no idea he was going to be at the game.
No clue. Hey, I'm at Dave's Hot Chicken. All right, come by.
You can't blame him, Coleman, can you?
Hey, he probably didn't have any cash on him, so he didn't want to.
I thought that was bizarre.
Venmo him $20.
We've texted since. And
Is
I
that
guess
really-
I'm
is that
over it.
really true?
100% true.
He's obviously going to
I
hear
don't know if
this.
it's like Christian Al thing, but I mean,
He's going to clearly hear this.
We need him in studio.
He's a rat. He's a total rat.
We can't get by. He comes in. This guy's a talker. Oh, that is very strange.
Isn't that weird?
Yo, yeah.
Is that a sign he doesn't like me? That's why I'm bringing it up.
We're your kids.
Have you texted him since?
We've texted since because he went to a UConn game after that.
You mentioned it to him?
Okay, so-
was there any mention?
You never mentioned that to him?
At 6:12, I'm down the street from you at Dave's Hot Chicken. Okay, with Max and his buddies, we were at the state championship game for UMass Lowell. If you don't stop by, I'm going to disown you as a brother. He's that close. Ha! We need to be back by 7:30ish. Sorry.
I'll tell you what's the interesting thing
Did
about
not
this whole
text
thing.
back for 10
What's the
days.
interesting thing about the whole thing? To me,
that he texted after the game, not
that he
before.
texted at all.
Yeah, I was
rub
about
my
to say
face.
that.
Like,
Yeah.
why
You think he was-
even?
he was
Why
covering
even?
himself.
But why?
I knew
It
you
makes
would-
him look worse.
Because what if someone? Oh, I heard your brother was so and so. He didn't let you know.
the fuck?
This
Who's gonna
is him,
say that?
This is him covering himself. I don't know.
fucking
It's a
Cain is
small town.
Abel. I know he's hanging around watching.
There you go. Yeah, probably.
I've seen my guy Kane recently.
But like what? By doing that, it's almost like
It's
not
this.
flaunting it.
It's this.
Yeah, it's
It's
weird.
this.
You missed the big part of your text, by the way. Before he said "okay?" You hit him with a naked question mark. Just be like, show how offended you were.
I just like, okay, so we're going to swing
That
by?
is insane.
That is strange.
I mean, is there something that you're not telling us is going on?
I have no idea. I guess I'll see him this weekend, but I guess we'll find out.
That's very. I'm not kidding when I say it's like Dunkin' Donuts. It would be like if you were.
It's a 30. I don't want to overstate it. 90-second drive.
Would you
with the traffic?
What
light,
was he? What was he
90-second drive.
watching before that?
The high school title games were at UMass Lowell,
For
which is
what?
again not basketball. They're a
Would
big
you have gone to
basketball
that?
family. I would have met him over. This was 6:30 on a Saturday.
Would you have taken Carter
The
or
kids have
Bennett or
nothing
somebody?
going on. March, Saturday, basketball's in the morning. Would have definitely gone over there. I didn't even know they were there.
Is it?
He's
How many-
embarrassed by me now because here's what I think.
You have a job.
He's embarrassed by me, Mike, because he rips me on the show. His friends like, oh, your brother took shit from Kirk on the show.
God, it's all. I can't
telling
catch a
you.
break ever.
I
It's
think-
always my fault.
I'm convinced that's what
It's
it is.
always my fault.
Because of you. So thanks.
You're blaming me for your brother acting like that?
Your attitude towards me has affected my relationship.
That's a
with my
beyond average spin right there.
That's your brother's fault, not my fault. Your issue should be with
brother. I
your
agree.
brother.
He cares more about your opinion than his own brother. That's the.
Well, I'm more important than you. To him. If he had to disown one, it would be
Which
you.
again is sad. Why?
I've
when I
given
had
way
a
more
job
entertainment
or
to
work
him.
with the Red Sox, I meant something. Now,
Oh, I like it.
Mudstack gets him nowhere. So
What would his explanation be?
we haven't talked on the
I know,
phone.
but
since
I'm
then.
saying
Since
if he was
March.
sitting in Montante's seat right now, what would he say? Here's my guess. How many kids went with him to the game? Do you know?
It says max is 4 of his buddies.
So maybe he's like, I want to bring 5 guys over to the house, that kind of thing.
To do a drive-by, hello, how you
That's
doing?
hard
What's
to do.
going on?
I'm with you.
His sister-in-law's there.
I'm with
His
you.
godson is there.
I'm with
He's
you.
90 seconds
I'm
away.
with you. I'm just giving you. I actually
Nick,
agree with
I know
you.
how you feel now.
I agree with you 100%. I'm saying
Nick was right.
he's then going to say you can't do a quick drive-by. It doesn't work that way.
The
Kids
kids get
run
together?
outside, they shoot, which is
Do
good.
you believe that?
Kind of, but I also don't think it matters. Like you could
How
have.
old are
So between
10,
let's say
12,
between 12
whatever.
and 8.
Yeah, but what I would
They're
have
in
said.
the car eating. You say hello.
What you do is, I even get if like he's hanging out with his buddies and maybe he doesn't want everyone at the bat. Fine, I disagree with that. But if you don't find the basketball game, you say, "Hey, we're meeting here after. Let's eat together at the chicken place." Done. You two can eat together, and all the kids eat together.
That's what happens anyway when you get together. 'Cause I don't
Correct.
see him very often, so
Yes.
I was.
I've been to many of these
shocked.
baseball
Shocked.
trips where all the parents eat together and all the kids eat together. To be fair, I eat completely by myself
yourself,
in the hotel
headphones
room,
in with a book?
in the hotel room, completely by myself.
Do you think
but
if you're
but
still
the other
on the radio that he invites you?
I think there's an embarrassment factor right now.
was he embarrassed by your ratings on the radio? Wasn't that a bigger factor?
Did a 5-6 share in the fall, a couple falls ago. They'd kill for that number.
So you
right
think
now.
you think
That's at night? by
you
the way.
think when he was like, oh, Mike Manansky, Kirk and Callahan, Monday night, Red Sox tickets, da da da. Oh, you want a little chicken? Come on over here. Let's get some. Or even the basketball game. But now it's like he's a loser. Kirk doesn't like him anymore, which isn't true. I love
And
the
I'm not.
guy.
I'm now not worth his time. I'm not worth a minute. His family's.
He's
not worth
embarrassed by the
a
mutt
minute's time.
stack.
That's I get the sense of.
Yeah, as are we all.
No. Yeah, the mutt stack brand.
That's
what I
crazy. That's
prefer.
actually crazy. Because I really
I
like
meant
your
to bring
brother.
it up
I
a
met your
couple
brother,
times.
whatever, half a dozen times. I like him.
He's a huge. You
I
see
don't
more than me.
I don't know why he would do. Coleman, go ahead. You must have a take on this. All kidding aside.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tough conversation to have with your son's friends after you introduce them. Yeah, that's the deadbeat.
Right, sure. Right.
Yeah, he took $20. Nice.
Mutt walks over. He can't gives him the gas to drive the 90 seconds over to the chicken place.
If you need some money,
I have walked the drum hill before.
if you need some money,
I would.
I'll take care of you.
I know you will.
What's your take,
We'll talk
Justin?
about Trump.
You have a
coin.
brother. You have a brother. You
Goddamn
have a
right,
brother you
brother.
don't like that much. What's
I
your
love
take
my
on
brother.
it?
He's
Well,
the man.
sure, okay, right. We're doing the show. I forget. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird that he didn't
That's
text you
very
beforehand.
weird.
Beforehand.
Was that text real? Did you see it?
Yeah, it's real.
That's crazy. I
text you
know.
During.
I
to
think
be
that's
like,
much to do
hey.
about nothing. You are so far in your head with this.
No, I think he's maybe.
It's a brother 90 seconds away who says, I don't have time to stop by and say hello.
You're upset that he
Keep
didn't
in
do
mind,
it. He
keep
didn't
in
do a
mind, I haven't
drive-by?
spoken to a brother in 2.5 years, but like if Ryan, it'd be like, well, you guys aren't as close as Ryan and I are probably. Like Ryan and I talk every day.
Well, yeah.
No, we're not that close.
That's what I'm saying. But
Not since this.
Well, it's different if you're in the same town and you're like, "Hey, I'm at the Dunkin' Donuts." But if you're like
An
2
hour and a half
hours
away.
away,
He doesn't live in fucking Oklahoma.
well, Matati, you're the only one I think that doesn't think this is crazy. He's 90 seconds away from his brother and his nephews. Muttstack.com.
yes.
Go subscribe.
Busy week. Podcast tomorrow. Column Friday. Derby
Podcast
pick
tomorrow.
Saturday. Yeah, doing a podcast.
With who?
My buddy Dick Girardi, one of the great handicappers in the country. And the voice of racing in Pennsylvania, Jessica Paquette.
See why you guys laugh at that? That's me. That's not.
I'm not
My
laughing.
buddy Dick Girardi's a fun
That's
line.
a good horse racing name.
I know. How old is that guy?
He's one of the great, he's probably early 60s.
Which is what you want.
Sure.
You don't see a young guy.
Finished third in the
What are you, his
BCBC a couple
fucking
years
agent?
ago.
I want to be. I want to ramp up. Let's make some
10% of
fucking
nothing
money.
is nothing.
$300,000 he made a couple years ago at the
Who
tournament.
did?
Dick. He
Girardi.
finished third in the BCBC.
DG.
He's an awesome handicapper.
Dick Girardi.
Dick Girardi. He was a legendary sports writer in Pennsylvania. You watched him on the Sports Reporter a million times.
I definitely did not watch Dick Girardi in the Sports
Oh,
Reporter
you're out of
a
your
million
mind.
times. How many times was he on?
You know what?
How many times was he
He
on?
was in the rotation with Ryan and Lupica.
I know he's good. I know he's similar to Bill Conlon. I know that.
He's not at all.
He's a Pennsylvania sports writer, correct?
Sure, yes.
So he has something in common with Bill
Hall of Fame,
Conlon.
right? Going to the Racing Hall of Fame this summer
Where's that?
in Saratoga.
Do they just have that at the grave now? Do they just put all the horses in?
Actually,
and then,
really nice Hall of Fame. Excellent bathrooms if you're in Saratoga.
where is this?
Best Pass.
They have it at Saratoga.
Racing Hall of Fame, right across the street from the track.
You still have that carousel in downtown Saratoga?
Downtown is still there, yes.
Kids don't care about that anymore.
They did it. We have nice videos of them when they were kids. but
Dick
not anymore.
Girardi. How do you spell it?
Jerardi.
Can you
What is it?
Jerardi. Dick
J.
Girardi.
The only way to spell Girardi.
Well, you can spell it with a G, like Mike Girardi.
Oh, he spells it with a J. Disregard.
Jerardi.
Can you ask about my friend's dad? Hollywood Herb. See if he knows him. Retired jockey.
Hollywood he was a driver, not a jockey. He was a
jockey.
harness driver, wasn't he?
No, he used to be at Mount Park all the time.
This is one
Really?
brutal Twitter account.
Oh, he's not very active. Oh, please.
I'm just saying,
He's
it's
old.
brutal.
He's old. Not everyone mastered
Hollywood
you know,
Herb. Hold on.
Dick Girardi.
Herb McCauley. He was a little Looney Tune.
Is Dick Girardi even trying anymore? Somebody writes in the column. Let me see here. Dick Girardi.
He has not been a
sports
columnist in
reporter.
a while. He's a great. He covered some great Villanova teams. Had great writing when Smarty Jones won the Derby.
I don't see where is he on the sports reporters? Why do I not remember him? How many times was he on, do you think?
I multiple times remember watching him on TV when I was a kid. Yeah, I don't know if he was the Lupica Mitch album group, but I definitely watched him on there.
Mitch album.
Mitch, yeah.
Dick Girardi and who? Jessica Paquette?
Yes, the voice of racing in Pennsylvania.
What do you mean by that?
She's the voice of racing in Pennsylvania. She was the first female to ever call a Grade 1 race last year. So we're taping that tomorrow. We'll post it on Thursday. Full Friday 4-pack on Friday with all the stuff you like, and then full Derby's thoughts on Saturday.
That does sound like a dreadful podcast.
What does?
That Dick Girardi and Jessica
It will not be
Paquette.
what I'm
listen
doing.
to it.
I'm doing something
I will
different.
definitely not listen to it.
Doing something different today. If you want
You guys
the
want some 80s, Billboard chart talk, I might listen to
it's going to be straight handicapping. It's not what we're doing today with Justin.
Straight
and-
handicapped, yep.
Yes.
Okay.
No, straight
I'm
handicapping.
handicapped.
So what are you doing with Justin? Can you give us a little taste of what that is?
It's like a 10-minute video. Some rules for winning money at the Derby. Some rules. Some that are
How long will this be?
10 minutes.
So this is like
Some that are
here's what-
evergreen, some that are.
It's almost like a side project. From like, I'll give you guys 10 minutes. Yeah.
No, it's not a side project.
I'm excited for it. I think it should be good.
You are famously known as Dead Tickets Manansky.
Okay, again.
What does that mean?
Then you not follow my picks the last 4 or 5 years. That's
Dead.
fine.
The
You
tickets
found
are the
national
minute you they're dead. The minute they're no good. You can't win with them.
Literally.
Yeah. Like famously DTM. Dead Tickets.
You're going to
like,
lose a lot of races. I've given people a lot of good winners last
You
year.
get to pick the Kentucky Derby winner this year.
I like the favorite, so it's a lame take. So
Oh, then
like the favorite.
congratulations.
I like
you can't win
Scotty
any
Sch-
fucking
I like-
money.
I like
It's
Scotty
not like the
Scheffler.
guy did a fucking golf podcast
I like Scotty
picking
Scheffler. I
favorites
know.
for.
Rigs every week. I like Scheffler minus
I
140.
didn't. I'm
You
saying he's
didn't
picking
mock
the
him for it,
favorite.
you let him do it.
Congratulations. You
Hey,
picked
I
the-
you're
agree.
right. You're right.
I agree.
Huh?
I said if they hit, they hit.
Yeah, but that's
There are ways to make money with the favorite, I think.
How heavy a favorite is this?
He'll be like 5-2, so 2.5 to 1.
The one thing that sucks about horse racing, I hate the odds changing nonstop. I know
Well, in
you must-
Jersey, you have exchange betting, so I'll save it for off the year. But you live in a great state for horse betting. You do.
Unless you know that 30 minutes on a horse racing, I got nowhere to be. Got to lunch with Mr. Gorman.
Guess we have lunch together with Melissa Gorman's husband.
You want to join us?
No, he's like 100 years old. That guy. How's he gonna
Listen,
need
I
lunch?
don't know if he's 17 years older than his
What's he gonna
wife.
gum down the soup while you're yapping away?
Yeah. I'll big bird
Fantastic.
him. I'll big bird him.
Jesus, great, fantastic. God.
On the behind the third chair, he said that I went up to him, shook his hand. We had a good meeting.
Okay, got
Then-
that. Know that, Justin.
Yep.
Yep. Then on the Leeches pod, he said that we had the opportunity.
That's Tom and Alice's podcast.
Yeah,
Yep.
whatever. It's just
Oh,
a bad
it's on the
podcast.
network. No, it's not. No.
Oh yeah, it's on the network. Yeah, it's great. Go listen to it now.
Sure.
But regardless, he said on that show that we had the opportunity to go and shake hands and say something to each other, and we did not.
You did not.
And then the third is that we had an incident. So 3 completely different takes.
Okay.
Me and Steve did not talk to each other, touch each other at all in any way in Portland.
You had Alice, you're here to essentially to be Steve's lawyer. I mean, we needed one.
Very
So
much that, yeah.
that is true. I've heard all 3 of those stories. And I've heard other stories from Steve where he said that he attacked him, went after him. He's going to get a lawyer. He threatened to kill him. Like what, I mean, is there a chance that maybe Steve's story is ironically inconsistent?
No, I
What? I've seen, he's written all these things to me in some form or fashion.
mean, maybe his memory of the situation is faulty.
Okay.
What I want to know is like,
Like Roger Clemens' attorney in like 2005. Go ahead.
I don't know. So, but I guess before Leach's podcast even came out, he was on Mike and the Minifans, and he said he was saving a bunch of really good stuff about Steve for this show, like that he couldn't tell everybody
Well,
on Mike
maybe
and the
we'll get there.
Minifans. So
Maybe we'll get there.
I'm
That's
really
actually
curious,
not true. I
like,
just
what
said
that
we
all
didn't
is.
want to get into everything that we were going to get into
No, he said
today.
you said you're saving it for that.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm saving
I actually think
things like
John,
we're having
I actually think
about
John from
right
Scranton
now.
said that.
Yeah, he said, I don't want you to do everything you're going to do on Thursday, which is common
Because
sense.
you'd have to be a big fucking idiot to go on a show that doesn't get nearly as many and then go tell a story about that, as opposed to doing on this show, which is where things should be addressed. Some people
common sense.
Yeah, some people choose to go on up, which is completely fine. So, but you had like an angry tweet, right? Like you were mad at.
Oh, yeah, that was a weird, well, not a weird one, but I said that the Mike and the Minifan show was really short.
It was really short.
I know.
Yeah.
Which at the time, I didn't know that you told him to end it, which as soon as you
were
said
there,
that-
weren't you?
Yeah. I was eating and stuff. I've been talking to the waitress, which that was kind of part of my thing was that, say, 30 minutes, I spent probably 10 of it talking to the waitress.
What
So,
kind of conversation was this with the waitress?
I don't know, ordering food, ordering drinks,
It sounds like about 30 seconds.
I guess. Nah.
10 minutes. How much food did you order? It's a hell of an order.
I don't know. We split
10
like
minutes.
3 or 4 appetizers. I don't know.
Okay, all right. Anyway,
Regardless.
Sure, regardless.
All I said was the show was short.
So, yeah.
Found out after the show ended that you said to wrap it up, and I retracted my statement.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't delete the tweet, but I retracted my statement.
Okay. So you are not. Do you think there's a chance that Cinema Lords is using a burner account and saying that Steve should be at the bottom of the Andrea Gale, like the people in
I
the
mean,
Perfect
I
Storm?
assume every Minifan has like 3 or 4 burner accounts.
Do you have a burner account?
Probably.
I just have my show account and
Yeah.
then my main account.
Your Cinema Lords account and then your regular account.
Right.
Okay. I mean, there's a chance that could be anybody though.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people seem to hate Steve right now, so I think that could be one of 800 people.
Probably.
Okay, so you don't think it was Cinema Lords? And if
I don't know
And
if
let's
it
say it was. So what?
I don't know if it was. I mean, I think that
Do you think a bunch
sometimes-
of people will see that, drag Steve out of his house, put like an anchor on him, and drop him in the middle of the ocean like
No,
the
I don't
ship
think-
itself?
I don't think
What's that?
anything's going to happen to
Concrete shoes?
Steve.
Yeah.
But I think that, sometimes it's a bright spotlight sometimes for some people. And
I
they need
agree.
to take a step back.
I agree with
I
that.
think that's
That's
no
another
problem
thing
with
that's
that.
come up lately that I think
That's
is
what Mick's
crazy,
doing.
especially actually from you. I'm surprised that you're okay with this. But originally, as soon as I heard this, I assumed, okay, naturally, there's a lot of people, you're doing some drinking, you get excited, you get a little chatty. I heard he's not drinking, he's dead sober, and he can't keep a secret. What is he, 12 years old? You're fucking 50-something years old. You're a grown-ass man. You don't need to
excited.
go around fucking telling secrets. That's
He's
insane.
excited. He has nothing in his life. That's the show's his
crazy.
entire
It is
life.
He didn't tell Tom the secret. Why didn't he tell Tom? Like, because Tom
Who was
Tom's
Tom,
chatty.
the vice president of the United States?
No, but Tom's chatty and he talks to Steve. So I mean, like, wouldn't you have told Tom if anybody?
I think you could tell one person, not tell another person.
what-
I think he told those guys that. And by the way, Jeff DeLope essentially confirmed that.
yeah.
I think he told those people that. But like I said, he was excited. It's, so what? He's a kid. It's a big moment in his life. He's a simple guy.
Okay.
I don't know why you hate him so much. Despite
I
all
don't
this
even
like
hate him.
Steve,
I just,
I don't
have my points, and people are very defensive of him. And I feel like everything I've said about Steve from day one has been confirmed in the last like 30
Which is
days.
what?
He's a liar.
That's true.
He's a hypocrite.
That's true.
He's soft.
That's true.
And he's a narcissist. Or he's self-obsessed.
True. I don't disagree with any of those. I still like him, but I think that's true, Justin.
I still like. I don't think Cinema Lord started out with this level of hatred towards Steve.
Well,
I
Cinema
think-
Lords gets very angry sometimes.
Yes, but also this is just like I think he came out. He's like, Steve sucks on the show. Steve freaks out, starts talking about how he's threatening people, getting lawyers involved. Like, wouldn't you hate someone?
Yes. Well, yeah, I've been there, but yes, yeah, I think so. I think I'd be more.
So I think I get being more playful with it, but I think Cinema Lord's just like, okay, well, fuck this guy.
What? But I just wonder what the lawyer would be doing. Like, what would the lawsuit be exactly? That he was mean to him at Gritty's?
I think it's that threat that he just assumes is him.
That's on Twitter. That's not a real threat.
Exactly.
I'll
But
say it
that's
right
the
now.
crux
Get your
of it.
lawyer, Steve. I'm going to drag you out in the middle of the night tonight and drag in the middle of the ocean. Like, I don't. What is he talking about? I don't even understand.
I will say, like in Portland, which Gus said, I was motherfucking him up and down, the people that I was talking to, but it was all the same things I just said. I was like, look
Right.
at this guy. He's sitting in the corner, basically exactly like Blind Mike was, but Blind Mike is blind, so it'd be weird for him to be walking around. Obviously, people go up to him. He was doing the same fucking thing.
But like, can't you step away from him and say he's kind of excited, he's getting something in his life, and like he likes to hang around with the varsity? Like, so what? Like, it's kind of funny in a way. Like, who cares? I don't. That
Yeah, he had a
doesn't
moment.
bother me. It's my show.
He had a moment. He's excited about it. I will say I'm suspicious that none of these accounts of him leaking this information came out until so long after the event. Like I feel like
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
like the timing that somebody could have said like that he leaked this closer
Quicker.
to the time. It's only when everybody decides to turn on Steve that they all come out with these stories and these rationales of like some way that he betrayed the show.
Who
and,
turned
like,
on Steve
ruined
before
it for
this?
When was the last
people.
time you were in contact with Steve from Gloucester via text or message?
Leech's pod.
That was it. How about your husband?
He might DM him. I don't know.
I think that's
I don't know.
Who turned on Steve prior to this story? You said people were turning on Steve. Who was turning on Steve prior to McFuck?
That's fair. Yeah,
Steve
before.
has haters.
Yeah, he has haters.
Everyone has
Everybody in this
haters.
world has haters. This is the fucking minute. Like, what are we talking about?
But I think he was on a good roll post Gloucester, post Portland though.
Yeah.
I do think.
Yeah.
Before the
he had a
McFuss
great
Daddy
Make-A-Wish
allegation.
moment. It was a good part of the show.
put him in
I
position
was
to win.
happy for him.
You were.
Yeah.
You were cheering.
Are you kidding me? His hand was just above Casey Smith's ass. I could see the
Sure.
happiness on his face.
I
I
don't
was
know.
like, good
I-
for you, Steve.
You don't sound happy for him.
Yeah, because I don't like him. But in that moment, I was happy for him. I'm also happy McFuss Daddy came out and told that story.
I
That was
don't
great.
know.
Also, what's McFuss Daddy supposed to do? Just like tweet it out or text you guys directly? That's
he
McFuss
could.
Daddy did
I
what
mean,
anybody
he
is
could.
smart would do. He's like, hey, I do a podcast for the network. Something happened. Let me say it on my podcast. I would have done the same thing.
No, he could have
Or
called
it's
him here
just
and said it.
creating drama for no reason.
We don't do
too,
calls
like-
anymore, do we?
No, but he could have said something to these guys.
Oh, totally.
I mean, that could have easily been done. But that's fine.
Hello.
Steve, how are you doing?
Hey, Kirk, how are you?
Good. I think it might be safer for you here as opposed to face with Cinema Lords guy. Do you think he threatened your life? And that? Do you think that was him with that parody account on Twitter or that burner account?
Probably not.
But
Who's to say, but probably not. If I had to guess, probably not.
You told me it was.
Well, maybe, but you can't rule out anything.
Okay. And then you want to say the Cinema Lords guy is here. You said he was a very nice guy on the Shattuck. What's the name of the podcast, Alice?
The Leach's Show.
The Leach's Show. You said he was a very nice guy.
Yeah, I got nothing against him. I don't know anything. I don't know where this is coming up from.
You said to me in messages that you thought he was a psycho and he was just trying to hurt you.
Kirk, if you look at his Twitter profile, a lot of posts are against me.
But you just said he's a very nice guy. But you just said he's a very nice guy, though. And you said you know where it's coming from, and I told you exactly where it's coming from you.
Kirk,
yes.
If you look at his profile,
I say
all
you
the
suck.
posts are against me.
So what?
I say you
That
stink on the
does
show.
seem like unhealthy.
Wait,
your level
wait,
of
is this
obsession
something-
with
Alice, I
Steve.
have 7,000 Twitter accounts that are like that against me. So what?
Wait a minute.
Go ahead,
Wait,
Steve.
Kirk,
Should we
can
just go through all the
Can I
tweets?
pull an Uncle? Is somebody talking? Like, can I pull an Uncle June? Like, is there somebody talking? Like,
Go ahead,
you need to be
Steve.
driving the car right now.
Go ahead. What do you got?
I don't have an issue at all. I don't know where this is coming from. It's a little overboard for me, and that's pretty much it. I don't want to play into the fake vendetta that's going on, and you got to have two equal sides, and it's not an equal side.
Why is it not an equal?
I just don't have an issue
Why is it not an equal side though?
because you need two people to dance, and I'm not going to dance because I don't have an issue with this kid. I don't know who he is. I know nothing about him.
Okay.
He knows nothing about me. Like what? I can't make up something for the sake of making it up, Kirk. There's just nothing here.
But you realize, like, he just doesn't like you on the show. Like, it's not like he's going to, again, drag you to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I don't want you to die.
And
I mean, am I
that's
happy you're getting
100%
divorced?
fine.
Maybe.
Well, I think that's necessary.
It's a
Wait,
joke.
wait, who's talking? Is there someone talking right now? Like, I don't
What is this
understand
bit?
who's talking.
That is Cinema Lords talking.
Oh, okay. It was well, I was trying to be Uncle June in Sopranos.
I got you the first time. Yeah, it didn't really work.
But again, Kirk, when I reach out to somebody early, a couple of months ago, and I say, "Hey, what's going on? Do you want to talk?"
He did
Let
that
me
to
know
you.
What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
One
already
second.
said that.
Steve, 1 second. So he did that to you
Oh, yeah. I already said that. We only exchanged one DM. He said it to me. It was very, very nice.
because you were being critical of him. He was trying to be proactive.
Yeah. He said, any criticism you have, I'll gladly take. He said, I'm a fan of your podcast. And then at the end, he was like, if you choose not to respond to this, then no hard feelings. And I chose not to respond to it.
I also don't think your account is like full-time anti-Steve either.
It's not.
That's the other thing. Like it's not like it's sneakers or something. Like, it's not like this endless one of these guys going after me. It's not like that. He just doesn't like Steve on the show. I don't think. Am I wrong, Steve?
Which is totally fine because there's a lot of people who don't like me on the show, but I have a lot of like all it really came down to me, Kirk, was this week wasn't a good week. I have a lot of things that are going on in my regular life. And if you wanted to do this the week after next, fine. But I know the timing wasn't right. And not everybody has to like me on the show. Not everybody likes you, Kirk, because there are people that take shots at you, and it's totally fine.
Yeah, but Steve, I don't protect and unprotect and send messages and other messages, then run away, then screen, then hide, then say I'm not doing the show. I just say, all right, this guy doesn't like me. Or I go after them. One or the other. I mean, I don't. Hey, by the way, you came on the show. You got your bones on the show by saying that you hate Gus. Gus should be fired. Gus stinks. You were happy to come on here and go after Gus face to face, but when somebody doesn't like you face to face, you do duck and hide. I mean, I think that's a fair criticism.
100%. I agree with you. And like I said, I'm always here to listen, learn, and understand. And I'm listening to you, Kirk, and I agree with you on that. 100%.
Okay.
Like there's not, but there's going to be an issue. But if I came in with a variety of issues for Cinema Lords, I would come in, and I'm sitting here going, I don't have anything to bring to the table. Like, why would this be an enjoyment of? With Gus, I had some issues. With him, I don't have any issues. Like, what would you like me to do? Make them up for you, Kirk?
Well, I mean, you sent me issues you had with the guy, and I suspect to Justin and to Coleman, right, Coleman? Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't. This is what I mean. I feel like you're not telling the truth entirely.
Shocking.
But I don't have.
Just like with
Kirk,
McFuss
you want me
Daddy.
Oh, that's bullshit, man. Like, I don't know where he's coming from, but
So Jeff D. Lowe, my one of my best friends, Jeff D. Lowe, is a liar?
yeah, they can both do a Thelma and Louise for all I care, Kirk, because it's totally 100% not the truth.
Okay.
I don't know where this is coming from.
Mhm.
Again, it's just to use a word from the Montante. It's all fake news.
Okay.
You know, everybody wants to arm wave. Well, I know.
Not you,
Two,
Steve.
three,
Yeah.
Jeff D'Lo wants to arm with.
Yeah, not Steve. Jeff D'Lo. Yeah. Yes. All right. You have anything for Steve, Justin, or no? Looks like you want to ask something.
Steve, so last night I saw that you, out of your bio, took Minifan out and you put in free agent.
Oh no.
And then this morning you were tweeting out pics tagging stool gambling and DraftKings
What a
partners.
loser.
know.
Alice, what is that about?
What?
I'm waiting for Steve to answer.
Okay.
Kirk, you told me I was whacked. I mean, pretty much. You said you don't want me in the show anymore. What am I supposed to do?
So just
You left me on an island.
now you work for stool gambling and you're a DK
No, I
partner.
don't work for anybody.
Why are you tweeting out pics with hashtag DK partner?
Yeah, what the? You think
You have
you
so
pay
much
attention
going on
to
in your
that?
personal life.
That's a good point. Tough week to do that, Steve. You're very busy. I don't know. No.
then you're
so much going on.
tweeting to hubs and
Oh, really? Jesus Christ, this is sad.
Hey, you should maybe delete
Hey,
that account. when you
Berniak.
get a chance.
What's
yeah,
that?
I know. I should.
All right. All right. Okay.
so-
Okay. We're good. All right. See you later, Steve. Good. Goodbye.
So-
No. Well, how do you defend that performance?
I win.
How do you defend that performance? Go ahead.
I think he doesn't know what to do right now. He's a little lost.
We'll get to Mutt's Kentucky Derby thing, I suppose, in a second. I spoke to him yesterday, and he continues to insist into the dying light that this Dick Girardi guy was a major figure on the sports reporters. I watch it every week as a kid. Basically, he may have been on once or twice, but I don't remember him ever being on the sports reporters.
We may have been watching different eras, but I spent a lot of Sunday mornings watching that also, and I don't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he might be, given his age, it probably would have been my era, I would suspect.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, I don't know how old his name is.
They were some old fucks when I was on.
True. I mean, the guy's name is Dick Girardi, and he's a horse racing guy, so he's got to be old, right? I assume.
You know what? Maybe he was only on like Kentucky Derby time, or the Triple
Pamat
Crowns
said to
or
me,
whatever.
I remember watching him on many weekends as a kid. There's
yeah,
no
three a
chance.
year
Call him out
for-
right now. I want him to back that. Somebody, a Minifan out there must. I spent about 10 minutes trying to find. Like, you can find out how many people, who's on the cover of the most Rolling Stones or SNL the most. Finding the list of panelists on the sports reporters was harder than I thought it would be. I thought somebody.
There's not like a Wikipedia. Or
Yeah, there is, but there were like frequent people, or Mitch Albom, and Mike Lupica. I thought somebody's got to be a list, right? There's a list for everything.
I would think all the way down to people that appeared once.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Mutt can't name it off the top of his head, being such a fan of the show.
It's true, Steve.
Thank you.
Maybe you should take the jacket off, Steve, as opposed to rolling the sleeves up all the way.
Yeah, you're right.
Do we have a Dick Girardi answer? Were you lying about this or no?
Dick, answer. You don't think he was on Sports Reporters?
No. Yes, you said he was on many times.
Yesterday?
You said he was on many
I
times.
believe he was on Sports Reporters. I will check
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You sold him to me as
I thought he was
one of
John
the big-
Saunders.
one of the biggest guys in the city, which he wasn't. I've had people from
one of the biggest
from the
guys.
city of brotherly love tell me that Bill Conlon, who you have a lot in common with, was a bigger.
You love Bill Conlon. You're a huge Conlon.
I always knew he was a scumbag. Bill Conlon, Dick Hoops Weiss, and then Mutt said, "Yeah, Hoops Weiss." He said he and Dick Girardi traveled together many times. And then Mutt said he covered many Villanova games.
There's a lot of many's going on.
It's getting first on the sports reporters. He's hanging out with Dick Weiss. Then he's going to many everything's like dropping. He'll be like he had pizza many times in the 80s. Like, what's left?
I believe he was a regular rotating member of the Sports Reporters. Yeah.
What era?
With all those guys. Yeah. What?
Are you thinking about the show like a local show in that city?
Essence Sports Desk.
Where would I watch it? Yes, I watched a lot of local Philadelphia TV as a young.
Well, give me some other sports reporter panelists. I know about Mitch Albom. I know about our friend Mike Lupica, Bill Conlon, Jerry Callahan, Whitlock, Jason Saunders. Yeah, Kornheiser.
Who is Jason Saunders?
I'm sorry, John Saunders, the late John Saunders, right?
Oh, so, yeah,
yes.
he was part of the
Jason
mix.
Whitlock,
Sure.
I meant to say. Sorry, was on there. Kornheiser and Wilbon were both on before Pardon the Interruption.
Bob Ryan.
Ryan, yep.
What
Sure, he
year?
bought lunch after.
Dick
What?
Girardi, Hoops Weiss.
Dick Girardi was never on there.
What year was he on?
Hoops Weiss.
But what year was he on?
It was. I was probably watching in the early '90s.
By the way, Mud is in
We
like his basement right now and sounds way better than he did yesterday on this YouTube thing. Way better. Coleman fucked you on that,
Hold on,
right?
tell you. Hello. The Kentucky.
There you go. He's always bringing it. The thing is, Coleman suggested because you got on your knees and crawled over to him. Would you like to first respond to those allegations?
Absolutely. So I don't really remember the saunter on the bed that he claims that I did.
As Kevin Spacey would say.
I picture like Costanza, like the timeless art of seduction.
Right.
Yes. Similar.
I mean, it
Go
was
ahead.
elbow to elbow in the room, so it was kind of hard to move around.
You defend the terrible bit with the cane.
That was a little misrepresented, but yeah, I take that.
Listen, you asked for the key, kept saying, let me use your cane.
I take the L on that one. I'll take the L on that one.
This guy's banged Coleman countless waitresses in his car.
Yeah, gay ones.
Yeah, well,
one or two.
Gay ones. That's what I fucking 6th grade.
Gay ones.
I bet they were gay.
Gay ones.
So I had a little bit of
still waitresses, by the way.
Yeah, they're lesbians. That's all. So what? Gay lesbians.
So I had a little bit of a weird interaction with Coleman in that room. I didn't get the gay vibe.
Do you think Coleman's gay?
Probably.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, probably.
Which is great.
I don't think he knows it yet, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things.
Sure.
I think when he's sucking a guy's dick, I think he probably knows.
Well, if she's wearing a dress,
When
he's
that-
probably,
that guy came over to put his bed together and they celebrated by fucking on it. I think he might have had an inclination he was a homosexual. Yeah. Right.
So I'm
just locker room talk. That's all.
So I'm sitting next to Coleman on the bed.
First of all, what a weird.
Very strange.
Why are you all there? Like, what is, Mike?
I asked myself.
I can't believe I was saying this to Mike. This is actually beneath you. We found it.
I wanted
He
to say
enjoyed
yes to
himself.
life.
There it is.
I did enjoy myself. Those are nice guys.
Oh.
He enjoyed himself.
All them
So
sound good to me.
I'm sitting on the bed next to this guy, next to Coleman, and he's looking at me. We're talking about whatever. It doesn't matter. And I remember he leans back, and as he's leaning back, he's now putting his elbow on someone's pillow that's going to be using it for the night, which I thought was
That
fucking
is a weird move.
It's just a weird setup.
It's just bros. Yeah, I got you.
He looks me dead in the eye, and he goes, Snell, I like your rap videos that you make in your car way too much. And then he goes, way too much. And he looked at me, and it was
That is a little weird.
It was fucking weird.
I think it was more so
even non-sexual. That's
Confirm or deny?
I don't know if it was.
That's a
as-
yes.
I don't know
Okay.
if it was as sexualized as that.
Well, I'm not saying it's sexualized. Go ahead.
Well, he's kind of insinuating. No, I think that second way too much was kind of a. No,
Making fun of yourself?
Yeah,
Why would we pop the shirt
like
off?
I can't believe I even said that the first time.
Right, and you were like, I was looking
like I
into
don't
his
know who
dead
I am.
eyes. Ugh.
Right. Huh.
Yeah.
Stroking himself.
Jesus,
Way
that's a very odd conversation, Coleman. Why,
So-
you're leaning against a pillow in a hotel room in a bed?
I can't choose the.
Whose room
the
is
setting.
this, by the way?
Montante
John?
NBA.
Oh, I thought it was Jones. Who knows?
Jesus.
As always, with our friends from betonline.ag. So many years covering racing and sports in Philadelphia, soon to be Hall of Famer, and now just winning tournaments across the country. Dick, good morning. How are you?
Jesus Christ.
Fine, Mike and Jess.
Well,
What was that, Dick? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
well, Mr. Manansky.
What the hell?
23
Dick, good morning. How are you?
I am fine, Mike and Jess.
Here's
Jess?
his Jessica Pocket.
Jessica Paquette.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
What the
sorry.
hell's wrong with
Oh,
you?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's all about the first few hundred yards, maybe even the first few steps. Look, if he doesn't break like he did in the 2 races where he ran
Go
so
shoot him.
poorly,
That's it.
then everything potentially could change. But when I look at the race, I don't see a lot of early speed. I mean, there's some, but not a ton of it. I think he's at least.
The great Porter
no
hired
worse
this
than
guy.
third. I like the fact that he's got an outside post rather than inside. So if he does break a little slow, he can get back in the race.
Who the fuck is listening to this? This is horrific.
It's crazy that he runs away from Dave Portnoy, but he,
runs to Dick Girardi.
Pratt is
Into
good
the
everywhere,
embrace.
but he's really been good in the Derby. Jess will remember he was on Country House. Somehow he got that horse to be second or first, depending on your belief what should have happened that day. Those
Dick, I
are
understand
matches.
you were at the Heat game and you were embarrassed. You got caught with a new girlfriend of yours behind the.
Well,
Porter tickets a day
she's
by
not
for
a
that kid.
public figure. I don't.
She's a real Jane dandy. Go ahead.
The camera didn't show the stems on that one.
Pratt is good everywhere, but he's really been good in the Derby. Jess will remember he was on Country House.
Is that Mutt clicking away?
Got that horse to be
That Mutt taking notes of the Mutt.
He's researching what Dick Girardi's saying.
What is he doing?
Depending on your belief, what should have happened that day. Those of us who had maximum security on top.
Wow. I like this guy.
Doesn't take any bullshit.
He's got spirit.
More life than Mutt does.
That's what Mutt surrounds himself with.
And then Jessica is more so their like boots on the ground, like used to ride horses as a young girl.
Oh, nice.
So she's not like the sassy like co-host who like is always in trouble and disagrees with Mutt. Like, oh yeah, you're not paying the bill tonight. Like
she's
that
more
guy.
like the
Danielle of the show.
She does like a fake laugh of sorts.
So that's good.
Yeah.
I agree with Dick. I don't think the post position is really a problem for him at all. For me, he's a toss entirely for a lot of reasons.
He's a what?
A toss
What's that?
entirely.
What does that mean?
Get
You're a
outta
horse
here.
racing guy. Oh, like a no good?
I would assume, right?
I would assume she was talking about like a toss-up, like a...
Oh, a toss entirely? That sounds like a like a horse racing. I mean, I'm yeah.
Wouldn't touch it.
Right. Oh, is that right?
I know, but hot take already, right?
Hey, go for
For me, this is
I like Dick Girardi. He's way better than Mutt. What's Mutt doing during this?
You know some favorites I picked.
Mutt's got his face pressed against the glass in his man cave, watching his brothers family members just go by. Just a chicken. Go ahead.
American Pharaoh. Justified.
What the hell's he talking about?
His winners from the past. Yeah.
Jesus
the countless
Christ.
picks.
You know, when you have this kind of an edge in the numbers, you just pick them. You don't try to out.
Oh, Dick, you're incorrigible.
Oh, he's so happy. That's the thing. He would much rather do that. You're right, Snell. Much rather. If Dave called him tomorrow and said, look, like LAOU horse racing podcast 6 times a year, we'll pay you per shot, but you cannot work with Dick Girardi anymore. He would say, you know what, Dave, thanks. I appreciate you, man, but I know where my brother's buddy.
Life's too short.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe Portland will get that Media Roll Hall of Fame one day. Go ahead.
That'd be nice.
As far as society, man, you know, Jess, I love you, but good Lord.
You cunt.
You nasty bitch.
You told me I was picking like a Danny Gargan horse.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope that womb is barren and remains that way forever.
Get back in the kitchen, Jess, with takes like that.
Jesus.
I understand. I lost my mind. It's
let's take a horse that finished second in the worst prep of all time.
Oh, cervical
Eat a
cancer, I
meat.
wish upon you.
Dick is fiery.
Dick's lively.
might be real.
Well, we're here to
What's amazing is these 2 zeros, all due respect, are just blowing Mutt out of the water.
Big time.
Where is he?
over here. I mean, the
Mutt's doing the whole thing where he's like, you know what? I'm just going to let the magic
Yeah,
happen.
because I think Mutt's got his fingers laced behind his head.
I've been there when 2 idiots are fighting and just say, you know what? For him, this is like you and Mick.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I built this world right here.
Well, he thinks he's you right now.
He
Kinda
is.
just letting it ride.
He's playing these people like fiddles.
There's no horses that have hit the board in like 100 years. So, no.
You don't like resilience, huh?
Yeah.
She's like worse than what's her face.
Look, he beat up
Yeah.
Nate
She's
barely.
hysterics right now.
Are they drinking?
She's squirting all over the fucking mic.
All right, so you mentioned
Dick can be intoxicated.
Look at Matsu has enough bullshit here.
Dan and
host
Anna
is
Marie,
taking
2
over.
prices, Dick, you want to use? Okay.
Boy, nobody kills a laugh like Mutt, huh?
Let's get back on
Let me hear
track
that.
here.
Let
No
me hear
pun
that
intended.
again. She's giggling away. She's like a good sport. She's like a nice person. Dick Girardi's a fucking firecracker. And then there's old man Mutt.
Talk about a third wheel here.
Jesus.
Dick's about to score some puss.
Dan and Anna Marie, 2 prices, Dick, you want to use? You
That guy's
hate-
got fucked since
I mean,
World War II ended. And now he's doing this to him.
That you hate, but you'll hate this one as well because he's too slow. But I got to use domestic product. at
That's a
30
big
to
Mutt
1.
move you ever noticed over the years. Like, look, I know, but I got to, that thing he does that. Like, I got to use domestic.
I know what
product.
you're going to say.
Yeah, like I get what you're saying, caller. I get what you're, but you know what? Like, I like Bronson Roy. It was the 4th star of the season. I don't know what, Daniel Bard, I think, should be in the bullpen. Like, he loves doing stuff like that. Go ahead.
I know that he has got buyer speed figures that are similar to Society Man, who just mocked relentlessly
Yes,
a
I
couple
did.
seconds ago. But he has gotten
Jess
2
is
races on the middle page. He's-
Sliding off of her chair.
I want Jess to say, like, Mutt, can you get the fuck out of here?
There's real chemistry happening.
Stop fucking this up.
still been closing. I'm a workout guy like you are, and he's working out right with Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone's 3-1. Domestic product is 30-1. I'm getting Irad Ortiz, biggest race of the year at 30-1.
Yeah.
I'm going to use underneath the price.
I got no problem with that. Anytime you tell me Chad and Irad are 30-1, you don't need to tell me much more than that.
It'd be great if Dick was just like, Matt, all I'm doing for you here, and you're turning down jobs from Dave Portnoy. Like, why do I fucking bother?
What's the point? Anything else from my guy, Dick?
But me, I'm a data guy. I'll go with the numbers.
Hell yeah, he is.
Is it possible that he runs nowhere? Yeah, it is. It's definitely possible. He's not a horse I would send it in on, like California.
If Jessica Paquette was like, look, Dick, I'm leaving my family for you. And much like, enough of that, okay? And I like the 6 horse. He's a workout guy. He's got the sprint.
I believe in him. I trust them. And we'll go.
He's livelier voice-wise, too, than you would think. You know what I mean? He's got a little life to him.
Do we know how old he is?
Yeah, I'll find that.
Be another 40 minutes. No one can find his age.
Well, he's also the only one on that show that's had success professionally in that business.
Well, you don't know Jessica Paquette's history.
That's true. Yeah,
we know one who has not had success. That's true. Yeah. If we called that Jeff guy and said, Jessica Paquette is, he'd definitely say yes.
I gotta give that
We should
guy.
call different state horse racing organizations if any of them know Mike Manansky is.
I gotta give that guy credit because he would have sat there and lied to you all day about the sports reporters.
Yes.
Oh, gee, I mean, who knows? It's countless Ty. He was bigger than Mike Lupica.
He'll lie about that, but you ask him about Mike.
Never heard of him. Not even close.
Absolutely not. Let's get a big weekend with Big A. Is he going to scam people with their fucking pyramid game? Fucking get timeshares in the somewhere in North Carolina.
I gotta say though, as someone that knows literally nothing about horse racing, Mutt seems to know his state. Throws a lot of
hell, he's
jargon
boring.
out
Even
there.
there, he's boring. You know what time he's not boring? He's with me. That's it.
No, I'm talking about on his horse race, on the thing he did solo. I thought he was good.
That. Yeah, I didn't make it.
Yeah, but it's just buzzwords.
Yeah,
it's just like buzzwords of racing.
That's all he needed to wow me.
Honestly, would you rather have Mutt do it next year or Dick Girardi do it in that outfit? Just be honest.
No.
Just be honest.
Dick Girardi, but that's for selfish purposes.
We're gonna boot Mutt, and Dick Girardi's gonna become like part of the show now.
Dick Girardi comes in here with a tuba.
Yeah, he'll do it.
Do you think Dick Girardi would be game for the porno you guys want to shoot in here?
He and Jess maybe, and the horse.
Yeah, you never know.
I could see that. It's possible. All right, we're back Tuesday with Mike. At least we don't know anybody else. We don't know anybody else this week, right? Other than Davey from Bill Rick on Thursday.
Correct.
Okay, good. All right. We'll talk to you Tuesday. Goodbye.